In this video, I will talk about heat transfer by convection. Convection is one of the three ways in which heat can be transferred from one place to another. The other two ways are conduction and thermal radiation. And another name for thermal radiation is infrared radiation. I will look at three questions in order to address the question of how convection takes place. The first question is, where is convection important? Second question, how does convection occur? And the last question, why doesn't convection happen in solids? To answer the first question, where convection is important, convection is important in fluids, and by fluids we mean liquids and gases. And so it is in liquids and gases that convection is taking place. And the second question, how does convection occur? Well, heat in a fluid changes its density, and when the density of the fluid is changed, it means that that part of the fluid where the density has become lower is able to rise, and as it rises, it carries the heat energy with it. And so the place where it was is then occupied by a colder and denser fluid, which is in another part of the place where this convection is taking place. So you end up with a convection current where the cold, more dense fluid is falling, and the warmer and less dense fluid is rising. So you end up with a convection current. So this happens in both in both liquids and gases. In air, this phenomena is used by birds to take advantage of convection currents in order to glide without using a lot of energy. In liquids, you can find it in a hot water tank in the house, where you need to heat the water, say at the bottom of the tank, and it then rises so that it's distributed to the rest of the house. But as it is rising, its place is replaced by the cold water, which is then heated, becomes less dense, rises, and the cold and more dense water at the top of the tank falls, and so again you end up with a convection current where even the fluid or the water that has risen, some of it might lose some of its kinetic energy, become colder, and fall again as its density becomes more than when it has more energy. And why doesn't convection happen in solids? Well, in solids you have particles that are in fixed positions that will find it difficult to move from one place to another place because of the strong intermolecular forces that are found in a solid. And so this is why in fluids convection is able to take place, but in solids it's not able to take place. The difference being that in solids you've got particles that are fixed in one place, and in liquids and gases you've got particles which are able to move from one part of the container or the room to another part.